Hello, everybody. My name's Lauren Crawford.
And my name's Lauren Gray, and we're going to be your recreational therapist for today. I would like for all of you to go around and say your name and say something that is special about you. Would you like to start?
My name's Emily, and I have 7 siblings.
Nice to meet you, Emily.
That's awesome, Emily.
My name's Megan, and I'm ambidextrous.
Nice to meet you, Megan.
Nice to meet you, Megan, as well. Would you like to go?
Yeah, my name is Hannah, and there's not really anything special about me.
I'm sure there's something special about you, Hannah.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Hannah. Maybe by the end of this, we'll figure out something that is special about you.
I'm Caitlin, and I have 3 dogs.
Nice to meet you, Caitlin.
I love dogs, Caitlin.
I do too. They're pretty cool.
All right, so do you guys know what recreational therapy is?
Is that like when you smoke weed?
No. Does anybody else want to try and take a guess?
I don't know what it is. Can you tell me what it is?
Yeah, so recreational therapy, we're going to be working on things with you guys today and trying to enhance yourself and give you guys a better understanding of what you're going through and how you can cope with it better through recreational-based activities. But today we're going to kind of just get to know each other and work on just discussions and how to express yourself to another person and even to yourself. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
All right. So our next question is going to be, can you tell us why you're here? Are you here because of your parents? Are you here for court? Who would like to start?
I'll go first. I have to be here for court.
Okay, so it's court mandated.
Yeah, I got in trouble with some drugs, and they made me come so I can keep my kids.
Okay.
I understand. Would you like to share?
My parents are making me be here because I really like heroin and they don't want me to do that anymore.
I understand. Hannah?
I'm pregnant, and I'm trying to get clean for the baby, so.
Well, congratulations.
I'm glad you're taking this step to help with your baby and yourself. Caitlin, would you like to go?
Yeah, my boyfriend's trying to make me come here, and I really didn't want to because I really like smoking weed and, just hanging out with my friends, and he just told me to come, so I'm here.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Maybe we can find some better ways to cope with everything that you guys are going through and kind of steer clear from drugs. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so can everyone go around and share what kind of drugs that they are using at the moment, if you guys don't mind?
Yeah, Megan, I know you said that you use heroin. Is there any other ones that you use?
I'll just use like whatever's there.
So whatever available?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Emily?
I got in trouble for meth a couple of times, but I mean, once you try it, it's kind of hard to go back.
Okay. Hannah?
I'll sometimes smoke weed when I don't have meth available, but usually I want to get my fix from meth.
Okay. Caitlin?
I do a little bit of everything. Weed's easy to get. My dad's a narc, so I kind of hate him, and I just get back at him by doing all these drugs, and I probably shouldn't, but whatever, they make me feel good. So I really like weed. I like to bar out on the weekends, and some Oxy's pretty good every now and then, but mostly weed.
Okay. So, Caitlin, with that, what made you start using drugs, or why do you use them? Is it a way to cope with stress, anger, sadness?
Well, I guess that's like the thing about drugs. You can find something to help you for whatever you're feeling. So when I don't want to feel, I just go find something that will just help me stop feeling whatever I'm feeling. So I don't sleep a lot, so weed helps with that. Just like being chill.
How often would you say you use drugs?
Every day, at least once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hannah, can you share too?
Like how often I use?
How often and how it makes you feel?
And like, how did you start? Was it the same way as Caitlin? Was it because you just didn't want to feel? Was it something popular at school? What was the reason for starting?
For me, it wasn't as much like an escape as it made me feel good. Like I liked that high. So I wasn't trying to like run from anything. And I don't use all that often. Just every once in a while when I really want that boost.
Okay.
What about you, Emily?
It just keeps me going. I like the feeling because I can stay up, and if I need to work later, it helps, and it makes me feel better. So when I work at the restaurant, I get a lot more tips usually when I'm feeling better, and that's kind of why I kept with it. And it makes me feel bad when I stop too.
How long have you been using drugs?
Probably since I was 11.
So you've been
Wow.
using them
Dang,
since you were
girl.
11.
And how did that, why did that start? Was there trouble at home? Was it
Well-
a way to escape?
Yeah, it was a way to escape. My mom had kids when she was really, really young too. And then that was just, the people I hung out with, they did it and they had me try it. And it was just a lot better than any other thing that I've tried. And like I said, I just can't get off it because the stuff that you feel afterward is bad, and then without it's bad.
Right. So, last question for you on this part. Do you use the drugs around your kids, or do you do it after they go to bed, when they're in school?
Well, I usually do it after work, so when they're in bed, but I got in trouble because my son Liam messed with my stuff, and I got caught, and that's why I'm here.
All right, I
Okay.
understand. Well, we're going to work on that today and in the future sessions as well, so we can hope we can get you on the right path. Megan, would you like to share why you started using them and how long you have been using them?
My boyfriend at the time, he was a drug dealer, and so I started using it with him, and I just like the way it makes me feel. So I've been doing it for a really long time, but I really don't want to stop. I'm only here because my parents are making me.
I understand. Well, hopefully at the end of the session, maybe you'll want to start coming back to more. So, can you guys all share some activities that you like to do in your free time, like anything that is non-drug related, like any hobbies or anything special that kind of gets you excited and you look forward to doing?
Like Emily, you said you enjoyed horseback riding, right?
Yeah.
So is that what you like to do on your free time when you're not busy, or with the kids, or even with the kids?
Yeah, I like to do it a lot. I just can't really do it right now that much.
Are there any other activities you like to do?
I like to go and walk my neighbor's dogs a lot.
Okay,
You like
that's
to walk
good.
your neighbor's dogs. That's exciting.
Yeah, I really like dogs, so it works out.
Megan, what about you?
I like to read and listen to music.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I really like rock and like classical rock music.
So do I. That's good.
All right, Caitlin, would you like to share?
You said it can't be drug related.
It can't.
Cannot.
Well, I really like getting high and then going for a walk, but if I don't smoke, I guess walking's still okay. But I like going to the river. It's pretty cool to watch the water.
Is it
and
calming?
calm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hannah?
I like to hang out with friends. It's probably my favorite thing to do, and going out on the weekends.
What do you and your friends like to do?
Sometimes we just hang out and like watch TV or something, or some of them we would do drugs. Sometimes, not all the time, and we travel different places.
So for you guys, are your friends individuals that use drugs as well, or do you have like friends and other social support such as like family members that you can hang out with that doesn't involve using drugs?
I hang out, pretty much all of my friends do it, and my dad, he's also into drugs and he's an alcoholic, so he hasn't really been involved, so I'm also helping raise his kids that he kind of left behind.
That's a lot of responsibility for you.
Yeah,
Yes, I bet it is definitely it's very stressful for you during, having to take care of your own kids and his kids as well as work. So,
yeah, it's a lot on my plate, which is why I use because it helps and it seems to make everything better. But yeah, I can't really talk to my parents because they're kind of into that stuff and alcoholics, so they're pretty much worse than I am.
Well, good thing we have each other and we're here, and maybe you guys can like build connections and relationships with each other and help each other out throughout the entire process, because you're here for the same reason and all trying to abstain from drugs. So
Yeah.
Megan, do any of your friends do drugs?
Most of my friends do. None of my family does. But my parents just don't get it. Like, they don't understand why I do it. And, you know, they're just these, like, cookie cutter suburban parents. They don't understand anything. They're really stupid.
Okay. Caitlin, what about you? Do your friends do drugs?
Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. It's just kind of a habit of mine to just keep the drug stuff going. My boyfriend just really wants me to be clean, so I'm trying to do that for him. But yeah, most of my friends do that.
Okay. And Hannah, what about you?
A few of my friends do it with me, but then there's a couple that don't.
how did the ones that do not do drugs feel about you using drugs?
They don't really care. They just don't do it.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to go into a little activity we have planned for you guys. I'm going to pass out these sheets of paper, and I want you guys to write 3 things how drugs make you feel and how it's negative. So, you know, the high, how does the high make you feel? Like incapacitated, like you can't move? Does it make you feel like you're wasting your time? Just write down 3 things about drugs and how they make you feel. And then once you're done with that, I want you to flip your paper over. This won't be shared, so you can write as personal as you want.
You said it was negative.
Yeah, 3 negative things. If you can't think of 3 negative things, can you write down maybe 3 reasons why you turn to drugs instead of turning to other options?
All right. As Lauren said, once you're done, you can turn it over, and then I'll give you an instruction when everyone's finished. Okay. So now that your papers are turned over, I want you to flip back over, and I want you to crumble up your piece of paper
Into a tight ball.
Good job.
All right, and now I want you guys to take that paper and I want you to try and aim it to that trash basket. And we're going to throw away all the negative feelings and all the negative emotions that we have towards drugs.
Good job, everyone.
I'm glad that everybody made that. That was awesome.
Yes, we wanted that activity to be able to you to take those feelings that were inside of you and be able to put them on paper and throw them away and have, you know, a new start. We want you to have a new start after this session and, you know, find new ways to do activities that you like to do that don't involve drugs. We want you to find new hobbies or new groups that you can occupy your time with that don't use drugs or don't affiliate with them.
So now that we have thrown the paper and we've gotten rid of all the negative feelings, can you guys maybe state like one positive thing that stop using drugs, like the outcome of it will have for you? So just something, one positive factor that now that you're on the path to stop using drugs, how it's going to impact your life positively.
It could be, you know, going to school, getting a career, you know, getting the dream career you've always wanted, anything like that.
Getting your kids back.
Giving birth to a healthy baby. Does anyone want to share what they think would be a positive?
My parents will leave me alone.
Okay, so you think you'd have a better relationship with your parents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
I'd save money.
Yeah, you would.
Very true.
You would definitely save money.
Hannah, would you like to go?
Be a better mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a great step in to bring your newborn baby into a fresh, clean world, and you'll be...
Make sure that you're healthy to take care of her.
What about you, Caitlin?
I'll be healthier and I will make my boyfriend happy. So that's really all I want. So.
That's good, and I'm sure it's going to make you happy knowing that your boyfriend is there to support you through it all.
Yeah.
So, for the next group meeting, we're going to kind of go over your future career path and your future life plan path of how you want to go from now on, like what direction you would like to turn to, drug-free, and we're going to work on some different activities and coping mechanisms to cope with all the reasons why you guys do use, and find some new reasons for you guys not to use.
Yep, and for your homework, this is tiny little homework to do outside of our session. I want you to think of some, as we said, you have some hobbies or activities that you enjoy doing. I want you to write those down, and the next time that we come for our session, we're going to give you all options as to where you can go to find these places, do these hobbies, participate in activities, and join clubs. We'll also give information on groups that you can go to that have individuals that are struggling with drug problems as well, as like another support system for you all. So
how does that sound?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Okay.
Because I don't know where to go to like find people who like the things I like.
Okay.
Who like aren't a bad influence.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Okay, we'll definitely take care of that
next session. But I'd like to thank you all for participating and coming today, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Thanks.
Bye.